Hi folks, today I'm Saming going to explain one of the important thing, and that is AI SDK. First of all, I tried to do context overloading. That is, I gave a lot of context to cursor to make sure that it solves the issue at one go. But I was wrong. It didn't understand AI SDK docs properly, even though I have given him the llms.txt converted into .mdc, as well as I have also referred the GitHub repository and also referred the link of the official documentation, and also told to use context 7 MCP. Maybe that all four may have made it hallucinated. I will show you what I actually did. First of all, I created this cursor AI SDK documentation, which was given by cursor itself in llms.txt. So you can see I am trying to do as much as possible, but it has gone into hallucination and it is creating a lot of problem. So what I understood is that I have to rewrite it from the start. So that means I need to delete, or maybe I need to make sure that all the implementation which I did right now, I have to delete them. So there is no other option I can do with it. You can see all the issues here, all the errors it has thrown. So that means you cannot give cursor all the context. You have to go step by step. This is I always do this at first to see what it can do and what it cannot do. To test cursor, to be very honest, to test Claude. First of all, I started with Claude. Now Gemini is writing my code. The reason being I have hit the limit of Claude in cursor. So that's why Gemini is writing the code, and maybe that's why there are a lot of mismatch between their code. I'm just accepting, like I have given a context that I need a AI chatbot with supports multi-model as well as with supports tool calling. I have given two tool calls, and that's why it is giving so much problem. So first of all, we should always start with chat window. I'm just making sure that maybe it works or maybe it doesn't work. I'm not sure. So this is another problem. And this is the starter repo. I have cloned it and I have made changes directly into that. So if I can show you, just let me drag the window which I am referring. So see, this is the chat I was referring to, and right now it is giving me an error because yeah, there is an error in this page. But if I do, just make sure, if I do AI SDK React and there is no tool invocation and there are a lot of issues which I need to fix. If I fix, then only I can see. So this is solved or not solved? Okay, this is not solved. AI SDK. And date. This should be UI message. So see, there are a lot of context overload, and I need to cancel this request, and somehow I need to go back to the same issue. So what I will do, I will just track the AI SDK documentation so that I don't lose track of that. Otherwise, I have to create everything from scratch. And I also like this layout. So what I will do, I'll make sure that layout stays, but everything related to chat goes. So maybe what I will do, AI providers is working, but what I will do, write a random component code. So we will just write a random component code so that our element looks good and we don't get error in layout. That's our main motivation right now. Let's see what it actually gives us. Okay, we need to do this. This is done. Write a random component code here. And what I will make sure that doesn't stay. First of all, I will make sure that app sidebar and layout stays because I need that chat. I don't need the I also don't need the route. So I will make sure that route is not there. So I will delete the route as well. I will backtrack, discard changes, move to trash, move to trash, move to trash, move to trash, and then package JSON also move to trash. I don't need the package JSON right now because the context is overloaded. So let me show you what is our starting point so that you know what's the best way to do it. So we are giving pnpm def, and you must see there is no something called, okay, chat is there. What is our, okay, chat component? What we will do, we will rename it to chat. That's it. So that our export component is chat. So that it refers chat directly here. Let's see what's the issue. Again, component chat is there. Let's go to the layout to understand what's the issue. Let's see the return statement. Yeah, it is chat only. I think there is some problem. Now you can see this is the random chat we have right now. So this is the random chat we have. Okay, there is nothing in this inside. What we need to do is we need to replace this chat with a chat we want from the AI SDK itself. So you can see for the overview, you can see here there is AI SDK and it is referring how to use chat. So we will just use this particular item directly into this. So we will ask it to use AI SDK. You can see I am not coding. I won't code. So what I will give is context. I will start with a new chat window so that the items are not problematic. So replace this with this. So you can see I have given the chatbot code where I've written example is already given. Example is already given. For component, put the code here, and for API, we are saying it to make sure that we always verify the session. Always verify the session of the user. So how will we do it? So this is one of the code. Refer this on how to design route. So you can see this is the important part. So we will give it to the context. This is the important part. Even if I didn't give it to cursor would have fetched it somehow. Still I gave first for like fail safe issues, and then after that you can see app API is there for how to chat, and you can see how we are using OpenAI. So right now we are not calling OpenAI here, so we must have defined the OpenAI somewhere from where we are using the OpenAI API key. You can see there is error state, controlled input, cancellation, throttling UI updates. I'm not sure whether it will fetch all the things required here, but I'm seeing whether it can do or not. Also, I will say to allow URLs and allow file upload and URLs. Let's see how things work out. And then for now we will keep it to this only. For tool users, we will not do you to do that. And this is chatbot. Let's create this and don't hardcode the colors. Use default theme colors. Name. Let's see how the output turns out. I'm not sure whether it will turn out good or not, but I'm hoping that it turns out good. If it doesn't work out, then my second step would be to use this SDK preview, where it is properly mentioned that it allows attachment of images. So this is the demo, and if you want to demo it, you can go to demo. Here you can see if I want, I can upload some images as well. So for example, this is one of the image maybe I want to upload. I can upload it. Can you identify the issue here? So this is a simple chatbot designed with the Vercel team using Vercel AI SDK. This is working fine, right? So that means we just need to make sure that if our documentation doesn't work, we make sure that we upload the GitHub repository and somehow copy the code. That's the real implementation right now we will do, and build upon that after we have some knowledge of the documentation as well. So you can see we were reading about. So right now this is using only one model, I believe, and that is OpenAI SDK. And you can see it is requesting, then it is responding the data, and you for customized UI, how you can build a customized UI using use chat. This is what we really need in our application. Let's see whether it outputs a good element or not. Only time will tell. You can see we have used AI SDK React, AI SDK, and here we must have used OpenAI. Yes, this is OpenAI. And where exactly are we requesting? Now we will ask, where are we calling the API key? Search web for detailed info. I have API keys defined in my env variables, but I want to know from where exactly it is calling the API. So this is one of the most important things we have to understand. You can see it is searching the web for OpenAI key location and it is planning the next steps. So I will go yes to it. I should have also told it to fix the issue. So to data stream response doesn't exist. I think it is text stream response, but we have to test finally. Sometimes documentations are not updated as well. So we have to see and go through the latest change log also and try out different things. So this text stream, I implemented this code earlier, and that time I shown you there were a lot of errors. And that time when I was changing data stream to text stream because it was giving in a hint, it worked somehow at that point of time. So that's why I've given this. So you can see it is doing. So it is directly using the OpenAI API key. So if I don't have any env, it will not fetch. Otherwise, it will fetch. So that means it is fetching the OpenAI API key. And what exactly are we doing here? We don't need this, so we'll reject this file and most probably we will stop it. Okay, let's see what it is doing. I just don't want to block the thread, like don't want to block end the thread. So we will see what we have. No file chosen, type a message. Hi. Psst. It is not responding with any issue. Hi, we will send again, and there was no response. That means error is not thrown. It is doing a success message. When I write hi, it is sending 200 OK message, but it is not sending any response. Let's see what's the issue. If I do data stream, that doesn't work. Maybe I have done 2 text stream response and that may had make an issue. So we have to again go through the code, what it was written, and we have to search where we had made the mistake. It is data stream response, first stream text, okay, but data stream is giving us error. So what exactly should we do with here? If we do text stream, then also it doesn't work. We know that, and we have to understand what exactly is the issue. Okay, got it. What I will do, I have the wrong OpenAI API key. Now I remember it. So what I will do, I will tell it to change the model to anthropic anthropic instead of OpenAI. Yes, this is one of the issues. I forgot to tell that I haven't used OpenAI API key till now. I had given Gemini API key and Anthropic. OpenAI API key, I just have a placeholder. I don't have the real value. That's why it is throwing an error. Now it shouldn't throw an error, and we will change it to Anthropic. We have changed it to Anthropic. Our dependency is also installed. Yep, we have to change this to Anthropic as well. It is done. We will not do Claude 3. What's the issue right now? Okay, we have to required in type language v2. So you have to do it language v2. So from where we are calling model, can we see? Yeah, because AI SDK is also upgraded. Yes, because AI SDK is also upgraded to language model v2. So you have to make sure that language model v2 is used here. Let's see what it is doing, what it is analyzing. It is searching the web right now. You can see it's searching the web. Or how exactly can we fix it? Can we fix it? To fix with AI, it will directly go to this composer window. So we will not do that. It is installing the latest version. So yes, if you are not using OpenAI, then you need to also worry about using it. So let's do one thing. If I have OpenAI, then we can solve this issue, right? So I will just make sure that I have OpenAI API keys. So for that I have to do login, and that was I was afraid of, but this is there. So I just need to go for API key. So we will go to API reference and log in. Sorry, we will go to dashboard to fetch the latest API key. And in the dashboard, we will create new secret API key. This will be test localhost, select project, and it will create us a new API key. I will copy it. I will go to my cursor. Oof, it has created a lot of issues. We'll just go to and paste our open API key. I have pasted it, and I will see whether I can revert back or not. Okay. Somehow Anthropic is there. Console is there. What is console exactly? Right now, it has deleted our node modules and log files. So it is again installing node modules, and it will take time. Once node modules are installed, then only we can access the code repository. So I think it should be now accessible. See till where it is done. Installation is done. So we will do this. I will tell it to fix this issue too. And let's go to our owner kit. This is a bummer. Let's see what's the issue. Okay, connection refused. Sorry, my bad. We have to again do pnpm install. That is pnpm dev. It is done. should now be in good hands. It's compiling the middleware, then it will compile the app, and after that it will compile our chat we need. It has got the session, verifying the session from BetterAuth. You can see here, one session is verified. After that, it will open the dashboard page. State is for customer, whether that is subscribed or not. Order is again for the customer, whether he has a lifetime subscription or not. So these are the tag we have to do. After that, we are getting our chat. Now this is our role. Hi, and you can see this is blocked. That means there must be something. Again, this is a bummer. That means it is not only an issue of AI SDK but also an issue of how we have written the code. Move unused if not used. We'll do that. And again, Anthropic is also not working, that we have seen. And API chat is still returning empty messages. So Vercel AI SDK has given me a lot of issues. The reason being I have not gone through the code. That is one of the issue. And second, I was completely reliable on cursor, which I shouldn't have been. But yes, this is an hidden tile method. We push cursor to its limit. After that, we get to know what it can do and what it cannot do. Next time, I'll make sure that things are done pretty well. Says we don't need this. Also, we don't need this, so we only need form event. Okay. If Anthropic is not created, it's too high again. Still no issue, no error. What we will do, okay, let's go to the version where we had OpenAI. Remember that version? Yes, this one I'm talking about. And we will change it to text stream response. And yes, and let's try this again because we have the right OpenAI API key as well. You can see even after giving the OpenAI API key, it is not working. And if I do data stream response, this is giving error. So if I even I try with data stream response, this completely give 500 internal server error. So we cannot give data stream response. We have to give only text stream response that you know. So that means we have to rewrite this code again. We don't have any other option. So I will just go to the top of the code and I will revert back the changes. I will just restore it to the original position we were in. And as I told you, we will resort back to the same issue. So we will just say it to copy and don't use docs. Copy this directly into our chat component. So we'll just use the GitHub repo code, because this is the only way I see to do this. So you can see our preview will go to, we have a layout, we don't create layout, we need only page. So that means our page will only directly go to, this page will directly go to the component. So this directly goes to chat component, and this goes to API chat route. API chat route. And we also need to see where we have the env.example. So you can see that it is directly open API key. We also need to check whether we have something we are missing in config.js. Nope. Nope, we are not missing here also. We have to see whether we are missing in layout. In layout also we are not missing anything. In page, yes, no. And in components we have two component, and that is markdown.tsx and from GitHub repo use the markdown component directly. So we have given it ASDK preview attachment, and I wanted the multimodal chatbot. So this will go directly here. And Next.js has also given other repositories which you can use. So this is another repository which uses a tool called as weather, which I was referring yesterday. And if I want to copy, I will copy it. But right now I want an easy way out to understand how things are working. And you can see for the data persistence, they are using Nuance or Postgres, Vercel block for efficient file storage. We don't need Auth.js, we already have better auth. ShatScene we are already using, and we need AI SDK. And then we have Next.js app router. And they have said that their default child model is XAI, but we can switch our LLM models with our other model with few lines of code. They are mentioning it. So this is again an important, this preview will be a good preview, but I have given reference for that preview so that to understand how to exactly map it out. So you can see they have given how to set the chat SDK. So this is what I actually need to understand how to refer chat SDK. You can see this is our client. We have API chat which goes to AI SDK and uses model providers for history, for files upload, and we reuse Drizzle ORM for chat, message, user, document. Okay. They've also mentioned about the firewall and rate limiting, how they are doing it. So most probably we will use this method or maybe another GitHub repository which I find interesting. The main thing we need to understand is that we ship it so fast that our customers can get it. We ship it for the world, not for us, not to learn, not for job interview. We ship it so that customers can use it efficiently. So we will find the most useful way to get the code. That's the main motivation we have right now. So we will do whatever is necessary to get the code, and we will just integrate it and stitch it to our application. So you can see attachment is given. It is doing a great thing, I think. Great work, I think. Till now, it has copied the icons.tsx and it has stopped thinking. Okay, I need to say continue. I think maybe we have hit the rate limit. If we have hit the rate limit, then we'll switch to Claude 3.7 Sonnet. But we have not hit the rate limit. It's just Gemini has stopped working. So not an issue for us. And it is throwing an error. Okay, why is this error is thrown? Okay. We don't need options, so we will safely delete it. Now it is thinking it will, as it has told that I will update the chat.tsx file with new implementation. So it is updating the chat.tsx with the new update. It has okay got. For that we need AI SDK React. If it gets updated, well, I will update it. Otherwise, yep, it is updated. It is using use chat. Okay. If I had given the options here, still it is not working. So options is not getting called here. So we don't have any other option. We will see what's the final output we have got in our tech stack. So you can see. And if I do maybe demo.png, can you tell what this code is? I didn't know that this is how blob works in the background. Anyway, okay, and I have got 5 issues, so we'll just skip it for now and see. You have been rate limited, please try again later. Okay, so if we are rate limited, then probably we will make sure that we restart the server so our rate limit is gone. Let's see how it works. You can see again two text stream responses given as an output. So some files are deprecated, I believe, and that's why they have given this new method. Okay, we don't need this. We will kill this. And for status, we will just do this. And let's see what we can do. If I give my file again, let's see what we have as a response. First, we'll do a chat. If it is working or not, we will check it. Hi. Yep, this is the same problem which we had gathered. I think I got the gist. What is the problem? Right now in my computer, in my local, I load every env from .env, and this is designed to get like API keys from the env of the system, but not from the project scope itself. And that's why we have to update it. We have to explicitly use API key. So refer documentation to get API key from env in API key from env from process env. So this will explicitly call the env, not implicitly used it. So this is our aim. Let's see how things roll out. Yep, this has done API key process. Now, I think the earlier what we did, we had the same issue. We should have used directly OpenAI, like API key equals to process env.openai API key. Now, since this is clear to me, I will do hi. Same issue, same problem. Let's try this again. Okay, I am getting 5 issues. Invalid term property. This is 1, this is 3. Okay, these are just UI errors. I don't care about them right now. Just give hi, and since I did this, still the response is this is frustrating. Let's see what we have in our END. Open API key, OpenAI API key. Yes, this is matching. So what is the issue? Let me do one thing. Let me restart the server from the start, so that if I am being rate limited, I am not rate limited. I will do chat. I have got 7 issues. Okay. Nope. But response is empty. There are some issues. I think this is subject.list, and what this is polar console error. Okay. Right values. Let's do a full reload to understand what's the real issue. And fix this. And we will do hi again to see whether we are getting any error. We are not getting any error, but we are also not getting any response, and that's actually bad. If I go to this chatbot, for example, this one was preview, right? So if you go to here and go to network, and if I say hi, you can see, hmm, okay, it is thinking, and you can see it has returned us the text response. I think the main issue which I am facing right now is the data stream issue. What I mean with by that is this one, text stream. We need to send data stream. We need to send data stream response, but this is giving us error, and we need to understand what exactly is the error. So if we go to data stream result, okay, we need to see whether what is the alternative. You can see they have given the stream protocol, but it is very in depth. I don't need this. I just need the AI SDK UI, use chat. Let's go to generating text. We have model which await generate text. In result, what we are doing, result stream text. For stream text, we are just doing stream text. Result stream text. Okay, and what exactly we are returning? For generate text also, result.response.headers. We are logging, by the way, we are logging the response. So stream text, result.text, finish uses. So what we are exactly giving, you can see model is there for await. Okay, we need to give this. We are doing the stream text in the wrong way, and that's why we are getting error. We are doing stream text in the wrong way. Refresh. In API chat route, we are doing route.tsx, route.ts in wrong way. Wrong way. Okay, we need to mention this one. I have given somehow the issue. Okay, and for overview. So what exactly did we do here? If we had copied the components and if we are copying the API chat, then why the error was thrown? Stream text. I think this is a older version which was using it, and that's why it is throwing error. Stream text system to data stream response. For preview, what we are actually catching,
It's 22:30.
what we are catching here, you can see submit on handle file change. We should have copied it directly. Neither thinking much, neither thinking less. But anyway, let's see what's the output we have got. Okay, what I will do, I will just copy paste it directly. See what's the issue. And if I go to API and if I use it directly, okay, nope, it is not working. So it doesn't work like that. That means these examples are old and I need to really focus on this particular thing. Use chat, completion, use assistant, use object. So I need to understand what is use completion and use chat. Most probably I need to use chat. And once I understand what is use chat, I have to use that. And you can see for generating text, there are two types, stream text and generate text. Let's do one thing. Yep. Let's continue tomorrow. This is the worst recording I have done ever. I need to really go through it once. and only after that I will really understand what I have to do. And I'm thinking, why not use AI SDK 5 directly? But if I use AI SDK 5, I don't understand what exactly do I have to use. I have to use AI beta, AI open, AI beta, and AI SDK React beta. Okay, if I conclude what I have understood, that for server we have to use AI SDK, OpenAI, Anthropic, XA, whatever I want, and for the client side I have to use AI SDK React. And you can see there are server side events, message overall, language model v2, enhanced use chat architecture, and they have given like convert to model message. This is nice. Result to UI message. Let's do this one. Okay. If I do this, there is no issue. But what I also need to do is convert to model message. Where is message? I don't have any message. What? Okay, I'm getting message, and I have to convert this to, so it is const message await request. So we will do like this. If I do this to fix this to, I have fixed the issue, and now what we have to do, we are not doing any tool call right now. So okay, message metadata. And what response this one was? Stream response. Okay. Okay. We will not copy that. We will just wrap this one. Messages. Shit. Message.id. Let's test it if it is working or not. If it is working, then good. Otherwise, we have to kill it. Nope, it is not working. So I think I will do. Okay, this is working. What can you do for me? Can you see this is working finally, guys? This is working finally. So that's why reading documentation is very, very, very important, I would say. I am more than happy. So what exactly did you do? We didn't update the UI, just we just updated to dot to UI message response. Then we have converted to model message, and then we had converted this message to UI message. That's it. We did that. Come on. Okay, so you have got the gist what exactly we have to do, and now we will do a PNPM link check whether we can do this. So that means we have just done our first step, and that is using our chatbot. So this is just a very simple application which I can understand. It doesn't use much of the items. We had the attachment as well, but we skipped it. So what we will do, this is really great. I'm really happy about what we are doing. And now we have to understand what was in the chat.tsx. Now the next step what we have to do is use file upload we have to do to make this basic chatbot with Vercel AI SDK. This took a lot of time. It should have taken a lot less time, but this is the real process, the real debugging you have to understand, and the real sauce you will always get in the end. And there are some issues Okay, send password, send reset password token. Okay, this is issue which shouldn't happen. Okay, this is the issue from the starter kit as well, from the starter kit itself. So this is not an issue which is from the Vercel SDK. So if we go to token, if there is any token, let's find out for any token. We'll just kill the token. Okay. Now we will do pnpm lint and pnpm build after that, and we will do pnpm build to check for any errors. If there is no error, we will push it to our changes. So we don't need pnpm log files, so we just need only package.json. So we will first of all copy the package.json. Okay, what exactly did we update in server? Okay, this one. Got it. This is really interesting. We have done. So if I had to conclude, this one thing, first of all, you need a starter repo, which I have used, which has the all the authentication, payment, subscription, and everything like that. It is just a wrapper around everything, and after that, once you have the starter kit, you have to build upon that. Right now, everything we are doing, we don't have any chat persistence, but the repository which I have shown you, where we were using drizzle ORM, we will use that to build our chat persistence so that all the chat are persisted throughout this. So before doing any tool call and everything, we will do a chat persistence before that, so our chat is persisted in our database. Chat persistence is very important. Right now, if I reload this particular application, my all the chats will be gone. Right now, I just did pnpm build, that's why my all the chat will be gone, right? So this is one of the issue we have to understand. And once that is resolved, we will get our result. So you can see we have used premium. So, and we have already used our already layout, and we have installed our component chat there. So whatever changes we do in the chat, and whatever components we create, we link them under chat component. So everything is very segregated. If you want to change the architecture later on tomorrow, you can do that, or you can start from the scratch. And that's why I shown you how exactly to use the existing repo. If you go to other videos, they will start from the scratch, and that is not very helpful. If you have a starting point, and if you know that you are going to build SaaS applications, and you need a starter repo, and that's where it really helps to understand what exactly is the final requirement we need. So this is crazy. I have shown you, I have not written a single line of code. I just copy pasted. I just, like, my qualities, I understand code very well because I have practiced code earlier on, and I don't practice code right now. I just read it and I understand what exactly that means, and I know where to find the code. And if cursor fails, I have shown you, if cursor fails, what alternatives we should have. That is, we should look out for open GitHub repositories and code issues as well. See, so you have seen all my debugging process and everything like that. You always don't need to do everything, but this is how the real vibe coding works, I believe. I didn't write a single line of code, but I did all everything from the copy paste and understanding the code and using AI for my code, writing code. You have seen that. So this is all for the today. I will just edit it and I will upload it, and also I will link out this GitHub repository which we have worked today. So you can go out and check today's commit history to understand what we have worked upon. And see you tomorrow then. Bye guys.